Yawn Yawn Yellow.
After World War II, clay beds are found on the southern part of the island. New mining company decided to build a new harbor near the mining site. The Fat Controller also agreed to use his railway to make clay transportation more efficient. Not only he decided to maintain the tracks which had been run by an old railway, but also he helped building a new line between harbor and clay pits. The Fat Controller assured it would be an important line for this railway, so he chose Edward to run this branch line. Edward was delightful. It is an honor to be given a new branch line, sir, just like Thomas did, said Edward. I am very sure you run the branch line perfectly, the Fat Controller said, because you are one of the most important assets to my railway. When Edward arrived at the harbor for the first time, he saw it was a wonderful place. Workmen were busy checking and carrying shipment, trains are lifting and loading, and ships, big and small, are anchored near the pier. Edward was excited to work this line. He had already taken in this place. Hello? The voice came suddenly. Edward searched the source of the voice, and he found a short little tank engine. His head is so short that his buffer beam seemed relatively big. He also has 4 wheels, a tiny chimney and dome, and a small squat cab. But most of all, he has a standard paintwork of blue. My, greeted Edward, surprised to look at the unfamiliar engine. I've never seen an engine like you around here. Well, said the tank engine cheekily. As for me, you are a stranger. I saw an engine, and this harbor only us. Me. Perhaps you are right, chuckled Edward. My name's Edward. How rude of me, forgetting to introduce myself. I'm William, replied the engine. But everyone calls me Bill. Say, do you like rice? Rice? Wondered Edward. Why do you ask me for that? Come on, it is fun. I love fun things, Bill said. Well, pondered Edward, if you like to race so much, perhaps we shall have fun. Yes, beamed Bill. To the warehouse, the race is on. 1, 2, 3, go! Bill shot forward suddenly. Stunned, Edward couldn't react in time and left behind in one moment. Although being an old engine, Edward isn't a slow coach. Soon, he caught up with the tank engine and took over. Eventually, he managed to get to the goal, the warehouse. Yes, I won! No, you're not. What? Edward was very surprised when he realized that the tank engine had already been there. But how could that happen? Edward was still perplexed. He didn't have to wonder so long though. Another tank engine appeared from behind, as if he popped out of the mirror. They are so exactly the same that Edward couldn't tell them apart. Trick succeeded, Ben, said one. It was quite fun, Bill, said another. Are there 2 of you? Edward was still stunned. Yes, we're twins, the twin answered. I might have known it, chuckled Edward. But you won't use that trick next time. I know yours now. What boring, said Bill. You spoil sport. You ruin our fun, said Ben. Yawn Yawn Yellow, Bill quoted. The twin burst out their laugh for what Bill had said. Yawn Yawn Yellow, Ben chortled. What for, Bill? But I'm not painted yellow, Edward argued. I'm painted blue just like you. It's not as dark as yours, though. Your window flames are yellow, replied Bill. And your numbers later, Ben followed. Your letters and linings are also yellow, Edward quarreled. But the twins weren't listening to what he said. They have just puffed away, laughing. You so rose at the saw your same as Grandpa's sermon, James commented, laughing. That night in the shed, Edward has told other engines what happened on his branch line. Those twins sound like mischievous mice, said Henry. I'm glad I didn't have to work with them. I agree, James intervened. But giving devilish lots on dirty trucks and dirty siding. Ugh. You were jealous of Edward for being given his branch line and called it dirty, Percy teased. Had you got a line, it would be dirtier. Shut off, Percy, it's not funny, convinced James. Whether he's supposed to have a branch line or not, Gordon acclaimed as James groaned. Those cheeky twins' behavior mustn't be forgiven. Despite your being smaller than us, Edward, you have to show the tank engine how to act towards bigger engines. If you are to be an important engine who got the Mersey branch line, you are the one who teach them a lesson. Huh. Edward thought for a moment. Bill and Ben's tricks wouldn't be annoyed for sure. As such, he must show them his authorization and stop them. He planned a little tactic and then went back to sleep. The next day, Edward brought trucks of paint pots to the harbor. As he halted to finish his delivery, he saw the twins grinning to him. Oh, look who it is, Ben, said Bill. Oh yeah, here comes Mr. Yawn Yawn Yellow himself, Ben replied back. Hello, you two, greeted Edward. The race we had yesterday was fun, wasn't it? You're acting like a sore loser, chuckled Bill. You're crying a grape or so, said Ben. Claim it all you want, said Edward. Anyway, what if I say if I want to race with you just one more time? Oh, we'd like to, claimed Bill. But we're busy, followed Ben. Besides, the result won't change if we challenge us again. Yeah, you lose again. It's all in vain. Obviously no fun, finished Ben, and they're about to pass away. If you say so, said Edward, trying to sound disappointed. But I know what you think. You two fear that I'll beat you. That did the tricks. They suddenly stopped, surprising the words the blue engine said. What? No, we don't. Twins argued. Yes, you are, chuckled Edward. Otherwise, you would take this challenge, enjoying your win. They were taken back. Well, fine. We'll race you. That's settled then, chuckled Edward. The destination is going to be on the other side of the harbor. Okay, the twins agreed. It may be twice the length, but our speed is twice too, you know. We're two of us. You'll see, chuckled Edward. Ready? Steady? Go! All engines go! The twins quickly shot forward, but it seemed Edward had got slow there. Huh! We're already winning! Bill beamed. Now we can win even if we use only one of each pistons, Ben chortled. However, when they approached the goal, they realized who had won. Waiting on the trucks towards them was Edward. My! Edward laughed. Now we see who's the slow coach. But. Twins were staggered. You must have used that trick for sure. Oh yes, you must have. Oh yeah, right. Edward teased them in a high-toned voice. You didn't see me. I'm Edward's sister, Alice. Are you? Asked Bill. Of course not, chuckled Edward. But, you did something to deceive us. Something, anything. Ben made a fuss. Yeah, do you race one more time, without any tricks of yours? All right, soothed Edward. But just one more time, okay? Each of us has work to do, you know. Edward did use his tricks. He got a shortcut to the other side of the harbor, while twins, who knew nothing about it, had to run all the way around the harbor. As for this time, he took the shorter route again, and when he reached the goal, he was thinking what to say to the twins when they managed to get here. The twins were charging backward, trying to show up before Edward. They couldn't see that Edward had arrived at the goal. However, they also couldn't notice trucks Edward brought were on the same line. The twins were still charging towards Edward's trucks. Look out! Warned Edward, but he was too late. Ben crashed into the goods train. When the dust had cleared, The sight was seen, and it was a mess. Splintered food and bended steel scattered everywhere. Truck's contents were ruined, but most of all, the rear van was covered in paint of yellow. His buffet cap, fan of the saddle tank were all in bright, dazzling yellow. Are you two alright? Edward was anxious. Twins didn't mind what Edward had said. They were bickering. It was your fault, Bill. You pushed me into the trucks. What? No! You're the one who bumped the trucks. No, I didn't. Besides, this wouldn't happen if you challenged the rice. It was you who don't want to compete. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. That's enough, you two. Quiet down, came a blunt voice. It was the Fat Controller. Please, Edward, tell me why this happens. So Edward told him all about how this happened honestly, including the topics of his tricks towards twins. Bill and Ben glared at Edward when they heard the story. I know opinion, Edward. Even so, you aren't too late for playing a trick towards the twins. Teaching a lesson might be a good thing, but this is going too far. Although it was an accident, you must not cause a mess like this. It may be hurtful for you, but I do tell this because you are a reliable engine. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. This won't ever happen again, sir. Edward was contemplating. That's a good engine, the Fat Controller said. And as for you, then he turned to the tank engine, who were most astonished. As I founded this mining railway, I should have several words with you too. Some tricks are fun, but not this one. Look what you've done with this mess. You have caused confusion and delays. I will report this to your owner and manager. They won't be pleased to hear this. And he left. They were silent for a moment. Then suddenly, Edward began to laugh. What's the matter? Bill asked. Are you going mad or something? Well, sorry you two, Edward replied, still giggling. But you had called me Yawn Yawn Yellow. Now, one of you is the one who got a Yawn Yawn Yellow all over your body. Bill burst out laughter. With that, Edward saw sounds of something squeaked. He thought his joints were stiff, but it was Ben, gnashing his teeth. Ben thought it wasn't funny under yellow liquid. So did the manager. He scolded the twins. As punishment, and to prevent twins' mischief, he kept Ben's paint of Yawn Yawn Yellow. Bill thought it was a great joke, but he wasn't pleased to play tricks because of the different color. Ben was blue to have yellow paint at first, but his feeling was brighter the time being. It wasn't long before Bill felt jealous of him. He complained bitterly that he wanted Ben's bright yellow paint. His owner gave in and painted him he wanted. It didn't take time for others to tell twins apart, as Bill and Ben became the same color. I like the new color, Bill. It really suits you, said Ben. Suits you too, Ben, laughed Bill. Bill and Ben were on their way again when they saw Edward up ahead. Oh, look, Ben! There's Edward! Maybe he must race with a freshly painted engine. Bill chuckled. Well, Bill, said Ben, I believe I was the one sent to be repainted. I'll see if he'd like to race towards the key. And he went along Edward. Hello, Edward. Recognize me? Care to race again? Now that I know there's only one of you that color. Sure. Race to the key. Then Edward raced off to go. I'll see you when you finally get there. Maybe sooner than you think. The tank engine grinned. Later that tricks, Bill and Ben will be given the identical number and nameplates, but that's another story.